Okay, masters, let's start. Let's go through this relational meditation. That is, pause, breathe, relax, open, and smile. Please take off your glasses if you are wearing any. Dear friends and dear masters, close your eyes and just relax. Sit as much relaxed as possible. There's no need to have any stiffness. Become aware of any stresses if you have due to your posture. Change your posture and sit comfortably. Feel relaxed. Now, imagine yourself. All of us are holding our hands. All our hands are connected. All our hearts are connected. Thus, our energies are connected too. We are all sitting in the compassion circle, holding our hands together, sitting on the ground. We are there for each other. This is the circle of compassion. Let's begin. Now, take a deep breath. Inhale deeply and exhale. Begin to turn your awareness inwards. Tuning into your breath. Take one more deep breath. Deep inhalation and relaxed exhalation. Masters, kindly take a pause. Whatever you're doing in your mind, pause. Pause and truly pause. Whatever you are doing, whatever is happening in your mind, please pause that. Truly pause. As you pause, take a deep breath. Now, notice your breathing. Feel yourself breathing. Pay gratitude to the breathing. Feel the relaxation from head to toe. Relax your breathing. Relax your muscles. Feel your breathing. You are alive. Feel your breathing. You are alive. Pay gratitude to the breathing. And now, it's time to open the mind to the resistance. Open to anything that you're resisting in your life currently. Recollect what is that you are resisting. Once you recollect what you are resisting, accept. Accept with wholeheartedness. That means with open mind. Yeah, open to that resistance. Now, embrace the responsibility. Once you embrace the responsibility, you are ready to surrender. Once you surrender with 100% acceptance, you are free of your resistance. Masters, please pay attention. You are free of your resistance. May it be a person, thing, emotion, grief, guilt, any situation, or whatever you are going through in your life currently. You are accepting it. May it be a person, thing, emotion, grief, guilt, any situation, or whatever you are going through in your life right now. Once you surrender, you are ready to forgive everything with open heart, open arms, and open mind. Take a deep breath for 3 counts, Masters. As you breathe out the 3rd breath, you have forgiven everything. anything, any person, any situation, any emotion that you carry. And now you are ready to let go. Once you let go, you are a free bird. Feel this. Right now, let us ask ourselves, if not now, when? If not here, where? If not together, then how? Alone I can say, but together we can talk. Alone I can enjoy, but together we can celebrate. Alone I can smile, but together we can laugh. Dear Masters, we are really here for you. Dear Masters, we know that you are here and it makes us very happy. Dear Masters, we see your suffering, and that is why we are here for you. This is the circle of compassion. Let us spread this love to the whole world. To embrace ourselves and fill our heart with so much of love that it easily flows naturally to the whole world. Now that our heart is filled with this joy, let us rejoice the song from the film Rosa. Lyrics written by B.K. Mishra. दिल है छोटा सा, छोटी सी आशा, मस्ती भरी मन की भोली सी आशा, चांद तारों को छूने की आशा, आसमानों में उड़ने की आशा, दिल है छोटा सा, छोटी सी आशा, स्वर्ग से धरती खिल रही जैसे, मेरा मन भी तो हिल रहा वैसे, कोयल की तरह गाने का अरमान, बिजली की तरह मचलोई जवानी हिलाई, रंगीन सपना, दिल है छोटा सा, छोटी सी आशा, मस्ती भरी मन की भोली सी आशा, चांद तारों को छूने की आशा, आसमानों में उड़ने की आशा। Masters, slowly come back to your physical body. Feel your fingers, feel your toes, and feel your heart. Then, on the count of 3, please open your eyes with beautiful smile on your face. 3, 2, 1. A beautiful smile from your heart. My heartfelt gratitude to each one of you. Thank you. Thank you, Masters.
Deepa ma'am,
Yes, sir.
you want me to stop the music?
Yes. Namaste to all, and welcome to the book club session. All of us know that Yashodhara, how she has embraced the responsibility and she became the counselor, the best healer, and the best guide in that community, right? And she took the help of other moms and aunts, other women in the palace there, in that community, right? So here, I would like to share my experience of this circle of other moms and aunts, how I got benefited from this circle. My own example. In 2001, we got an opportunity to visit US, me and my husband, New Jersey. I conceived my baby when I was in US in the year 2001 in New Jersey. Since everything was new for me, including the climate, place, people, food, everything. It's almost 20 years back. Due to dehydration, I had to get admitted in the hospital, and due to some complications also. When I entered the room at night in that hospital, John F. Kennedy Hospital there, the lady patient was around 70 plus age, and she was in her post-surgery period. Two of us were there in that room. She was 70 plus, right? So she was lying there alone on the bed, and nobody were there from her home. She was alone. I felt very bad for her. But the next morning, to my surprise, all her relatives started pouring in one by one. Her son, daughter-in-law, grandchildren, and so many others. Her friends came to meet her with flowers, bouquet, everything. And on the third day, her aunt came to meet her, who was around 90 plus. This is the interesting thing there. She entered the room with a beautiful smile on her face, right? And she had brought one red color lipstick, and she gave it to her and started telling her it goes well with her, it suits to her, that all those things to uplift her mood. This patient was American. When they all left in the evening, that lady was holding that lipstick for a longer period, and she was smiling. Her mood was different when she met that aunt that day. I was observing these things, right? And because of my health complications, and I was not there with my family members there, I was crying like anything. I was 21 years old there at that time, right? So that time, shift-wise, 2 nurses came to, used to attend me. One was Japanese American, and the other one was African American. With a beautiful smile on their face, they used to come and they used to attend me daily for 3-4 days there. They used to hold my hand when I was crying there, and they used to console me. And they told me their stories when they were going through such situation in their life. Then that African American told me that same thing had happened to me also. I have given birth to 2 beautiful boys, twins. Tomorrow, I will bring the pictures, photographs of those kids and show you. All those things, they used to console me like that, right? Till today, I remember all these things, their hug, their warmth that I have received from them. I have consulted Dr. Bharti Shah, a famous gynecologist. She was also so caring and helpful, right? So when this doctor advised me to go for a bed rest for a couple of months because of my health condition, I was very upset because first time I was there in America, and I wanted to visit all the nearest places, right? But this patient, American lady, that 70 years old lady, she advised me beautifully that she used to call me Deepa. She's like, don't worry. You can visit America anytime in future, and with your baby only, you can come and visit this place. But right now, you need to take care of your health and your baby. That should be the priority. Your husband is very loving and caring, right? You have to take care of your baby and your health right now. So I followed her advice, right? When I went for first scanning, that lady was American. She was so caring, so helpful, right? She hugged me. She was like a friend to me. That first scanning lady there, she was very expert in that particular area. Then I got discharged from the hospital. There, I came home. There, my husband's colleague's wife, colleague and his wife, they were newly married. They stood for me. They helped us a lot there. Daily, she used to cook food, very, very nice variety of food, right? And everything she used to manage, everything. I was on bed rest, right? Again, one more lady, my neighbor, who was Telugu guide, even she helped me a lot. She used to give all these pickles and whatever we eat, no, during pregnancy time. She used to prepare all those things instantly and she used to give. She has helped me like anything there. Right? So one day, one fine day, these things were going on. My husband's company where he was working, that got closed. I was very, very happy. That was a blessing in disguise type. Right? Again, doctor asked me to go for one more scanning and take approval from that scanning expert before traveling. Then again, I went to that scanning expert. That was again an Indian doctor, Dr. Rana Pratap. He was such a, I didn't know him, but he told me his entire story, right? He listened to me, he consoled me, and he gave me the approval to travel back to India. In the 5th month, I came back to India. When I was in the 5th month pregnancy, there in India, my grandmother, mother, aunts, in-laws, they were all waiting for me, right? To help me, to guide me, to support me. I felt relieved because I was troubling these other women there, right? Irrespective of caste, gender, and nationality here, in my case, they were all ready to help me. It was that circle that gave me the strength there, right? So my husband was asking me at that time, well, everybody is becoming so close to you. They are becoming your close friends. They are crying along with you. What is the matter? I didn't know the answer then. When I was reading this book, I got the answer. When I was suffering, they were all with me. Compassion follows suffering. In Vindhya ma'am's session, she has mentioned this, right? Compassion follows suffering. They were all showing compassion towards me, right? So this is the experience, importance of other mothers in other country. This is the challenge I have encountered in my life. I didn't know the importance of circle at that time, but now I realize the value, the support, and the help, the strength I've received from that circle. This is what relationship path is, right? My deepest gratitude to all the people, all of them, with my whole heart. So with this experience of mine, I would like to open this platform for further discussion. If you have any doubts or questions, or you want to share your experience related to this story, please go ahead. Today, we'll have a discussion round. Yeah, I'll open the platform for you all. Thank you.
Deepa madam, you want me to unmute all of them?
Yes, sir. If they are ready, yeah.
Or yeah, if anybody wants to share, you can raise the hand.
Yeah,
or
yeah, that we can do.
Yeah.
Anybody wants to share your experience? The other day, I've asked these questions. Like Ashwadhara's story, we know, right? Her commitment, her oaths were towards her family. She was devoting her entire time and energy to her family. She called it as a devotional practice. Right? So, like that, like her, what are your devotional oaths and commitments, and to whom? Here, devotion means loyalty, dedication, and unconditional. That has to be unconditional. For the sake of doing, we are doing, or with dedication, we are doing it as a devotional practice. If you are a parent, what are your strengths and weaknesses? Strength could be emotional strength, right? Your convincing capacity. You're good at directing them, guiding them, right? All these things will come under strength part. Weakness means you're overprotective, suspicious sometimes, right? Don't have faith, trust. Over attachment is also a weakness, right? You're controlling, you're interfering in many of their things, right? You're not trusting your kid. That is all, those things will all come under weakness. So if you are going through any of these things, if you feel like sharing it with us, please, masters. Yes, ma'am. Yes, Naina, ma'am.
Namaste to all the masters. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Deepa ma'am, for the beautiful meditation. Thank you so much. Since nobody is ready to share, I will first share my experience. Okay. Then I will give you my weakness and my strength.
Okay.
So the first, recently, since I've started working in spiritual tablet as a counselor, somebody got my number. I don't know, when I was doing workshops in Canada in our own languages. We were teaching there. So, I particularly remember these three people who approached me personally. I think I just guided them only 3 times, because they were ladies who were working stay-home moms. They were suffering so much. There was lack of sleep, unnecessary emotions, overwhelming emotions. So they I think especially one lady who couldn't sleep 24/7. Always something was running in her mind. I didn't do anything actually. I just, guided her to a meditation group. That was the first thing. Then whenever she called me up, because I don't think she was ready for counseling, all those things. As I talked to her, I approached her. I even convinced her there were counseling in their own languages they can avail. But somehow she was not comfortable. That rigidity is there in our Indian society. They don't seek help. If you approach a psychologist or a counselor, whatever it is not that good. That kind of this is going on in everybody's mind. This I have seen in my own friend circle. They don't approach even though they are going through tough times, because some of them are doctors. This is among my friend circle. Some of them are doctors themselves, so they feel ashamed to do it. Or they feel, I am being doctor, how can I take this help? And here in this lady's case, she had grown-up kids, She was never given time, I think, or she never got that. She must, she has dedicated her life to whole of her family. Especially all the ladies will do that. That is what happens. But at this age, she needed somebody who could listen to her. But husband, as always, he left for work. Kids are grown up. They have their own, issues to handle. Maybe she was going through the loneliness or whatever. And she had, let some amount of money to somebody without anybody's knowledge also. That was there. That's okay. They were not returning that money to her. So all those things were troubling her a lot. So all I did was only one thing. I feel till date, I directed her to the meditation group. I told her, you just have to, believe me, meditate for at least 11 to 21 days, ma'am. Then in between, whatever you're feeling, you can call me anytime. She kept on calling me, twice a week initially. Then I would only listen. I would never suggest her anything. I would say, yes, yes, yes. The second, like this, it went on. And she became such a good friend, actually. And till date, I feel only with that meditation, she could, overcome so many issues of her, whatever were going on. And I think when she finished one full mandala, like 40 days, and whenever she would attend the meditation, everybody would share the experience there, she said. She understood if at all something was meant to her, it would come back. That that sentence of somebody sharing made such a big difference in her life. She accepted whatever money she had let out. She thought, it seems, she, manifested to the universe. If it was meant to be mine, then it will come back. Now, henceforth, I will not worry about it. So she told, only this made such a big change in my life. And I let go of all that. All the worries are around that, because I was so scared for, I think most of her issues were that, and nobody was there to, guide her. And later, within 40 days cycle, I think she got her money back, something like that. And also she became such a strong lady. These days, I find she keeps on sending me so many kinds of meditation, different kinds of meditation that she attends, including Gudakesha. When she did that Gudakesha medication, because she was a lady who wouldn't step out of her house, without anybody's permission, her kids or her husband, that controlled environment she was in. I think she attended this Gudakesha for 3 days physical workshop at Bangalore. And I was so overwhelmed when she went, she attended, and even she invited me. She told, it is you who made me to get out of all this mess. I will register you there. You can come. So I said, no, ma'am, no, I can, for me, it was my kids' examination, all those things. So I told her I would meet her someday, other day. So after 3 days of attending Budakesha and continuing with other kinds of meditation, she has overcome so many things. Now I feel she is better than me. This, I don't think so. We need to be there for everybody physically. What I mean with this experience is there are hundreds of people who just need ear to hear.
Yes.
We need to give that listening and that strength to them, not physically, but mentally. This is what is circle of compassion. As you told in your case, those two beautiful nurses, the two doctors who attended to you, they didn't know you, yet they told their issues and made you so comfortable. And, because America, I do remember when you had gone, everybody would say, that was first time, I think, in our family that somebody had visited America. Everyone was so, excited. So I didn't know this part of you, till few years back. Being so close also, there are so many things we miss. So I still remember how you were, how vulnerable you were. I still, when I think of those days, how innocent, how you were, and the way you, have made those changes in your life, it amazes me. It really amazes me. And those two doctors or two nurses, they just had to give you mental comfort. Because I know you were very, very, very badly crying. I remember Marcy telling me that she keeps crying, even though it is a good news. I don't know, she's undergoing so many tensions. So everyone was tensed back home in India about you and your health. But I'm so proud and I'm so thankful and grateful to those beautiful people who were there. This is what is needed, masters. That's all. There are incidents when you have taken help or you have, extended your help. May not be physically, but you have been there as strength for somebody else. So sharing all this helps to build the strength. So many people, go forward in their life. It is not about, this is a big thing we did. It's not like that. Just imagine if you brought out somebody out of their mental trauma, there is a rebirth for them. It is a rebirth for them. They started living life again. So it's a beautiful thing. So that is the reason we have chosen this session, especially for your own experiences, masters. Try to feel grateful to, recollect and share what you have done. Also, there is no harm in sharing and accepting ourselves. This circle of compassion or this platform or whatever book club you have brought is for the same reason. Even though Yashodhara was a queen herself, isn't it? She had to be normal and come back and accept everything. First was that denial she was in, and she could accept, take responsibility and make that change and be support to hundreds, isn't it? We have seen in our household, every elderly people, they have so much strength. We have seen, even though they go through 110, they're always exuberating with energy. So I feel you must share, and there is no harm. We are not going to judge any of you. So please, whatever your takeaways are from this book club, or what was your experience, kindly share, come up and share. And my weakness, now I will go to your second question, ma'am.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
First, I will go to my weaknesses. My weakness was before I came to this platform. I have been away from home, so I always would only make friends, would not gel well with elders. That was biggest issue of my life. Somehow I couldn't be a part of what they talk, what happens, all those things. I could accept everybody, even though they were elders, take them as only, friend. I could not take otherwise. This was my first weakness. Next weakness was too emotional, very, very emotional, very truthful, sometimes, and very straightforward, which has, given me so many tags, already, anything, which I see about somebody, I would put it straightforward. I wouldn't think, or I wouldn't say manipulate it. That is how it used to be put to them, good or bad. This sometimes, I don't say actually this has to be strength, because it takes a lot of guts to do this. But because you will be portrayed as a, not a good person kind. But still, sometimes it has been my weakness also. That is why I have gone away from the people. Maybe the way to put it or the approach to put it should have been different, isn't it? So next is too much of attachment. Too much. Even though I would be sitting at Bangalore, something in the family goes, only that would run in my mind. I used to feel so weak in my strength to do the daily work also. So anything that would be happening here around my family, that would affect me very badly. It may be my sisters or my mother, whatever it is. Too many attachments. Because that was how we were in our school. Maybe because of that, I would trust people and then, build that attachments towards them. So over attachment has harmed me most of the time, because you will not be able to face things in that case. Suppose somebody was ill who was closer to, I would only not do whatever is needed then. I would just, out of crippling effect, that, emotional drainage, I would just be crying. See, whenever you meet up any emergency situation, what is first needed? You need that courage to take the next step. That is to call the ambulance, to call the help or whatever. But when you become over attached to that person, whoever has got into that trouble, your mind will not run. Only your emotions, give way. That is, you will become so crippled. You will not know what to do except crying. It will drain your energy. You'll be blocked. That is what used to happen with me. So many a times I have failed. I not failed. I would feel I would not be so good in handling situations. Very, very fearful, very, very fearful, very scared from within to go through those things. So these have been my weaknesses. And on the other side, my strength is my great faith in Sai, faith and trust in beautiful relationships of my friends, strength to face anything, because from childhood I have been alone. So I think I have done whatever Yashodhara has done. I feel so. Taken all those responsibilities, tried to solve it for myself. So now I feel when I am into spirituality, actually I have changed all my weaknesses now into strengths. So what is it? Attachment, detached attachment. All such, changes I have made myself, and I'm very grateful for this beautiful platform. And whenever we were discussing these Asharada stories, we have shared ourselves so many things.
Yeah.
And everything has made me grow in my life. That experience has made me grow. So with this, I don't want to consume more time for myself. Kindly, I request the other participants to come up, because it is not that only who is doing the book club or who is part, volunteer group should come up. This platform is beautiful and is open for all of you masters. Please take this opportunity. We will not judge anybody. Thank you. Love you all.
Thank you. Thank you, Naina ma'am. Beautiful sharing. Yes, sir. Yes, Upendra.
Yeah. Deepa ma'am, wonderful story, wonderful sharing. And I think Naina ma'am has shared a lot of stuff, and I will never be able to be like her. Love to be like her. But I want to share a story. This goes back a few years ago, almost 22 years ago, 2000. And one of my most difficult times in my life, in that I was working full time. I was a mayor of the town. And my daughter suddenly, she had a breakdown, mental breakdown. And I was out of town, and my wife, when she had the mental breakdown, she took her to the emergency room, and then immediately they put her in the psychiatric unit. And when I came back, oh my God, what did you do to? And then once you go into that type of place, then they start giving you drugs, heavy drugs, and I used to go visit her every single day. And one day I remember I was asking my wife to go with me, and she had a breakdown. She said, "Oh, I cannot see my daughter like that. And somebody has to go because she's our daughter." So I had the faith in Sai Baba, and I was able to go and see her every single day. And I used to tell her, why don't you come home? And she said, no, I want to stay here because I like it here. Basically, all that medication. And to the extent that one night she got the drug interaction, she almost had her heart stopped, almost. And so we ended up in the emergency room. It was 1:30. They were taking away all the medications out of her, pumping the medication out so that all the toxins come out. And then I asked them, okay, can I take her home? No, you have to go back to the place. And so I went back there and I said, look, I want to take her home. And they said, no, you cannot take her home because the hospital has made a mistake. They had given all kinds of medication and without checking the interaction. So the moment I requested that, they said, no. I said, I have to take my daughter. So then they locked me up also in the psychiatric area, saying, you cannot go, you are danger to everybody. And so you're talking about networking. I have a friend who was a nurse, and I called him. I said, look, I'm stuck here. I don't know what to do. And he said, don't worry, I will come and help you. So he came, and he got, because of the connections, and he was white American. And so he was able to get both myself and my daughter out of there. And then she had to go through therapy. And so a lot of doctors, sometimes they gave up. And one doctor, psychiatric doctor, said, oh, she's never going to be, she's like a vegetable. She's not going to be your daughter. You forget about her. That's what they told us. For parents, it is such a difficult thing to hear from the doctors. And but we never gave up hope. And I used to take her to the therapist. We found a good therapist, and then slowly changed the medication and brought her back, and she got married. She has 2 kids. And so the point here is that, own mother, she had, because of the emotional thing, and she's a strong woman, and she could not deal with that. And but my faith gave me the strength to see through that, and we all of us came out of the situation. And I'll make it short. My strengths is that I have a lot of compassion, and I have seen so much hardship in my life, and my heart breaks down trying to. But I'm very practical, so I know exactly. I don't get into a lot of too much emotions, but I use my emotions towards a practical solution. So I'm like a problem solver. So that has been my strength. And now my weakness is that I like to. I grew up as an underdog, and I want to accomplish a lot of things. When I'm not able to accomplish, I do get frustrated. And no, and I've gone through my own series of frustrations, but I have grown. I have grown quite a bit, and this platform and listening to all the masters like you and all the sharing experiences, and made me a better person, better than who I was. And one point that Naina May made is that the community, our community, I've been living in the US for almost 48 years. And I have seen a lot of our community members, they don't want to share information. If they have a problem, unless you share, somebody cannot at least listen and try to help you because we are afraid, and because of the gossip. Once the word gets around and people start talking about it, and then it's very painful. Gossip is one thing. I tell people that do not gossip about anybody. It is hurtful. And so I think that's one of the reasons why people don't share information. But by sharing, and there is always help out there. There's always people out there who want to help you. It doesn't, irrespective of color, creed, or race, or caste. Those things don't mean anything. When you are in trouble, and even you reach out saying that I have this problem, there are many people, and a lot of the times you get help from totally unknown sources. You don't never knew them before, and they come out and help you. So I think having that openness and ability to share, it is a very important thing that all of us should strive for. There is no shame in, we all go through a lot of difficulties. Whether you share it or not, you have gone through those difficulties. By sharing, what you're doing is not only helping yourself, you're also helping other people to come out, and so that way there is hope. There is somebody out there who can help you through very difficult times. I think that is what, so those are the things I would like to share. And sorry, I have taken a lot of time, but I want to make sure that everybody goes through hardship. There's nobody. I haven't come across anybody who has not gone through hardship. Different levels, different dimensions. But I think we all go through hardship. But sharing and caring is what makes life wonderful.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. It was a great sharing. And yes, here the spiritual knowledge helps us a lot. What people think about us, we don't have to think about others in the first point, right? We have to share our problems with. That is why these compassion circles are they are forming circles in the hospitals also, right? Compassion circles you can see. So these things will help us to come out of our suffering. That's a great sharing, sir. Thank you, Upendra sir. Yes, Chandra sir. Good morning, sir. Do you like to share anything? Yes. So you're on mute, sir. Chandra sir. Ashok, sir? Yes.
Ma'am.
Yeah, yes.
Deepa ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Umesh ji, you are unmuted. You can talk.
No, Chandra sir wanted. Yeah. Yes, sir. Umesh sir, go ahead. By the time I'll unmute Chandra sir.
Yeah, I unmuted Chandra sir also.
Oh.
Umesh sir, after you, I will talk.
Yeah, please talk, sir. I will after you, sir. After you.
Say this concept of circles. Okay, we think that it helps only us human beings. Actually, if we read the book Get Better or Get Beaten by Jack Welch, he talks about the same concept of circles, which today created two behemoth companies. One is the Westinghouse Corporation, and the other one is GE. So it so happened that when Jack Welch took over as the CEO of GE, he had about 43 or 47 companies to contend with. Then he was in a dilemma what to do. So many companies, how do you manage? And none of them was profitable. Everyone was busy making losses. So in his book, he says, this concept of circle is something my grandmother used to manage her meager income and the large family. Then strategically, the concentric circles is something all of us are surrounded with in life. You have the core as the innermost circle. Then you have the aligned to the core, which in our real life is our circle of friends. Then you have those who have the potential to become your acquaintances. They could become your aligned to the second circle or move into the first circle. So if we really look at our relationships, whenever we are in a struggle situation, whether it is as a human being, as a company, or as a corporate, we have this opportunity of utilizing this concept of circles for greater benefit, for improving the quality of life. This becomes a strategy. So the key lesson that we have gone through, we always think, do I have to leave something to do something else? The lesson that we are getting from what Yashodhara, Buddas' wife, went through very clearly is, I don't have to abandon what I am doing. I don't have to relinquish what I am doing. If only I understand that I leverage every single opportunity for the core of what I want to achieve. And without leaving the palace, realizing her challenges in terms of whatever she experienced, whether, have we covered Naila?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Right.
Yeah.
So look at it. I mean, if we look around, we can pick up the lessons that are applicable to us. Like Richard Bach says, like attracts like. We will always attract scenarios and situations if we search around patiently in terms of why did I get that and what do I learn from it. If these two are the themes, I'm telling you, we can definitely improve in our quality of life. Thanks, Deepa. I just wanted to link these various wisdom capsules that we have been discussing in the wisdom session so that people can take the best out of it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thanks again. We couldn't have pulled this off without you. Thank you so much for your support and time. Thank you. Yes, Sumesh, sir. Go ahead.
Yes. Morning, madam. First of all, actually, thank you for Parmeshwar sir for giving me this particular path, and I adopted on the path. And thank you for spiritual tablet for giving all the wisdom and whatever learnings what we are going through. That is the first thing I wanted to make it. Second one is my own experience. Many experiences are only one I wanted to share here regarding this circle energy and things like that. I'm working in a company where one vendor was there actually, and he was working along with us actually. There was a one day I have a meeting with him 10 o'clock at the site, and he has to attend that meeting. It is very critical. So I reached the site, and up to 11 o'clock he is not turned up, and I am just trying his mobile, and he has not turned up. And exactly 11:30 I got a call that actually he met with an accident, and he has a wife and two children's daughters. And morning actually when he 7:30 when he took younger daughter to the tuition, leave it to the tuition in Bangalore, he just one auto came and hit his bike, and he fell down, and his head was just into the road curbstone, and he went to the coma. So they took to the hospital and admitted. Actually 11:30 I got a call from other source saying that actually he is met with an accident, he is in ICU. So I rushed actually there. It was a very critical meeting, but that is the reality. Actually, I rushed. That is the situational management. I went there, and the children were there, wife was there, some their family members and all. They were all crying actually. So at that moment, actually, I don't know what the universe given me the thought. Just I stood with them. It was 48 hours he was in coma, and I was continuously with them actually. I was not knowing the family at all. He's only a vendor for me. He's a service provider for me. Then actually 48 hours, after 48 hours, the hospital told actually we cannot keep him anymore. Just everything is gone actually. But I mean that everything is gone. So just remove the oxygen, he will move on. So the family took a decision, remove the oxygen, he passed away. Then brought to the home actually for whatever the ritual. Suddenly it revealed that actually, so he was working as a fabricator, wherein actually he took lot of credits in the hardware shops and things. It is moving on to about not less than 2 crores. And suddenly the body is there in the home actually. All the people are came because many people not taken the check. It is a verbal commitment, and everybody came actually, and asking instead of the ritual and things like that, they are asking for money. This is the what I experienced. I have seen personally. Then actually we had a discussion with vendors and things like that, hardware shop guys and all those things. Then leave it actually, let ritual goes. So ritual went off. Then some people so adamant that actually they took the jeep, car, everything. Actually, you give this, we will see. That is the level of the emotion there actually from their perspective. So we took all those things, and then I stood there along with them, along with the family. Many people were there. I am also one. I'm connecting to the circle now. So many people were there. I'm also one of them. So I thought, okay, what we can. I was not knowing the family, and what I can give bit of mine to that family. That is what actually I felt that moment. I started interacting with their brother-in-laws, their brother, and other people. What is this real the story behind actually how we was doing the work and things like that. Even in my company also, I started interacting with the people. Here, one very catchy point is actually any bank, he never ever did nominee of his wife is not at all a nominee in any of the bank. Simple. She is a housewife and housewife only. No nominee is done. And children are two daughters are actually not a one was studying PUC and one was in 7th. Then there is no nominee. So then suddenly the crisis came up, saying that what is it actually, money, where money will come. So then I went to our accounts team and asking what is the outstanding balance of the company. Then actually I got it actually saying that some 80 lakhs was outstanding. Then actually there was a 3 days ritual going on this side. Through my boss, actually, I sent one chit to the boardroom where meeting was going on straight away to the chairman. So chairman from the boardroom only ordered the accounts head, actually CFO, saying that release 50 lakhs immediately. So, but unfortunately, see the situation actually, 50 lakhs released, but they cannot draw. They cannot draw even single NP because there is no nomination, nothing. So then actually, that is the journey. Then I started digging his past works, and wherever he worked about not less than 2.5 crores in our company without work order. Work order was not at all there. Order was not there. Everything he has done, and halfway, something is halfway, something is finished. A lot of projects are going with us actually. Then I started connecting with all the project heads of about 10 to 12 project he has worked, and I never ever connected with them actually because of my capacity in the company. I started connecting. So connecting the dot and family interaction and how much credit and debits and all those things, accounting pattern started. So I requested my executive director what to do. So then our executive director told, okay, Umesh, even though you are not a party to this, you lead this. Help that family actually what you can do. So I will also support you. So I started digging the thing. I put my 2 engineers to go to each site, measure all the things, whatever he did, start doing the BOQ, billing and everything actually. And I requested our wife to give all the letterheads of his company, lot of things actually. We did all the billings along with our team members and along with project managers, everybody supported. And along with family members, another face of the coin is no nominee, they cannot withdraw the money. We have put another team to work on the bank area to get the money. It took about, after the death certificate given, it took about 1.5 months to draw one NP from the bank. That is the reality. And then actually 2 children were there, and it was so emotional connect at that moment. About 1.5 months to 2 months to up to 3 months I was there along with the family. Finally, this credit debit business, like whatever we are calling it as actually the plus or minus. So 2 crores is outstanding and 2.5 crores from our own company is the payable. And actually we started working with the vendors also, and we started releasing that Jeep and whatever they have took, and started giving that money after the 1 month things. And I stood there about 3 months together, actually connecting the people and giving them wisdom. And it was totally broke down family actually. So then subsequently it happened 3.5 months, it is stabilized. And we also done with our company, we ensured that actually even single NP is gone to their family. Whatever he has done the off work, we put some other vendor telling that this is what it is actually story, and they supported all out actually. They completed the work, and some vendor told, okay, we don't want money, give it to that family. So that type of emotional connect in the circles it has happened. And finally, when 3.5-4 months stabilized, actually I withdraw, and in between I used to call the daughter, what is the things and all, everything is going smooth or good actually happening. Finally, it is so happened actually, I disconnected about 6 months. So afterwards actually I came to the normal, that is also normal. Okay, I felt it. Exactly after 1 year, I don't know why that universe is given the message. It given the message that, oh, go to home and ask how they are. That day when I went, actually, it is his first death ritual, first anniversary death ritual. And they completed in some chowdhury, and they came to the family. I finished my duty 6 o'clock, and 7 o'clock I reached their home. And it is so emotional connect. Actually, wife and children are crying with me together, saying that actually we have not called you for a birthday, but your friend is pulled you here actually to see that actually he wanted to see you, for that he pulled you. So I went there actually, and it was a total emotional connect, and it is very good actually. And then subsequently till about 1 year before our daughter, after completion BE and married, actually I went, and it is a totally that energy, circle energy and supporting, actually that is what I felt very joyful moment after what I realized actually coming to this path and all. That is what the universe will connect and give that energy with whatever we are talking today as circle energy and things like that actually. And today
Yes.
it is she one daughter got married actually after the engineering completion. One daughter is in now in some degree, and until today actually there is just a one phone call. They are there, we are there, and we are supporting them whatever they want. And outside the boundary also we are giving that much of support with the family connect. One learning actually what I after this incident and going through with the emotional connect with them and things like that, supporting whatever we did, it is a purely energy of universe, and it's nothing to do with individual. That I felt whatever after coming to spiritual tablet. One. Second one is another learning I went up to that date of that incident with that our the friend. I was also not a nominee of my wife, and I have never shared anything to my wife, including my salary and many things I should say, including my whatever debit credits or whatever the immovable property I made and things like that. Actually, that day onwards, I started sharing with my wife, and it is an open book system. Whatever you are saying, book club, open book system to my wife. Actually, I have shared everything almost. I have now not. I don't think so. I have not kept anything open like a secret with me. That is what actually they're learning from that particular incident, and it was a fantastic circle energy. But that time I was not knowing actually when I came to this particular tablet, and then that is whatever I am learning from the wisdom sharing and whatever you people are giving to us. Actually, that is on that. Actually, this is the circle energy incident I wanted to share. It was a memory forever for me. Actually, this is the sharing of circle, that much only.
Wonderful, sir. Great sharing.
Yes,
You have been a great support to that family. This is what the Compassion Circle does. And with others suffering, we got to learn many things there. As you are telling, you told that you shared many things with your wife by that incident. So this is what we learn from sharing, right?
Correct.
So this helps us a lot. When we listen to others, we are not only helping them, even we will get benefited out of it. That is what Yashodhara is doing there in that circle. When she is helping others, she is also getting benefited out of it. Right? Great sharing, sir. Thank you.
Now, whatever the learning from that particular thing, I started doing another the different journey now. Whenever I'm meeting any my colleagues actually who are just married, or the our family circle, or somewhere we are connecting and all those things, I'm started sharing the learning of this particular incident, and there were many people were transformed, saying that actually no, we never ever shared. Actually, we will do this.
Yes.
So they started doing that. That is what actually it is giving so happiness to joyfulness to me, that actually whenever I'm going, actually even that guy will tell wife in front of me, saying that what sir told actually we are doing now. So yes, we are sharing everything, because sir told this is the reality of life. Any moment we may go, or whatever the thing, it is a reality. So yes, accept the reality. Yes. Next moment, if at all we are living 50 years more actually, that is a blessing. Yeah. Or whatever, suffering or blessing, whichever the things, but it is a reality we should accept. Next
Yes,
moment
sir.
will not be there. Live like, actually, I put a slogan to myself, actually. Live like you are going to die tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah.
So that is what
so
actually
true.
I'm doing. And coming to the strength and weaknesses, yes, actually, my strength is actually I wanted to be connected with the family members always. So there will be a difference of opinion, everything actually. Still, I wanted to connect. Any opportunity I got, actually, I will get that. I will make that. I will make sure that actually all the family. Today also, yesterday I traveled to my hometown, and we did the Argar Tiranga in my hometown. Actually, we had a Satyanarayana's puja in hometown, and 3 days I will be stationed here because 3 days duty is there already. And I wanted to make sure that actually family means like a circle, what you are saying. They should share many things. Actually, my brothers are not sharing, my sisters are not sharing. I provoke them to share. Please share it, whatever is. Last time I shared my sister
Yeah,
the
yeah.
incident.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes.
I provoked them to share. Yesterday evening also, after the puja, about 1 hour, I was having a session with the family members to tell them to share whatever is there, whether it is sorrow, bad, good, and whatever they are into deep thing. Many people will not share, madam. Actually, this is,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
at all they have a challenges, no, they don't want to share. They will shy away, saying that actually, oh, challenges bol diya, so they will feel the identity will become different. Or they will interpretation will become different. Nobody will share. This is
Yeah.
what actually I will try to give a message to all the whoever is human being. Actually, please share, share. That much only. That will give a lot of strength.
Yes,
Weakness
sir.
will go off at all.
Yeah.
That is what actually I learned many things. And weakness is also there with me. Actually, one is whatever I am sharing today, you are seeing that. But many cases in my official domain and all, actually, I was sitting in the stage. There is a mic in front of me. I wanted to do lot of things to the overrise sitting community and our staff and things like that. But it will come to my throat, then it will go shallow inside. That is one weakness I have till today. I
Yeah.
don't know if I will come out actually of that weakness. I have how to work. The universe will show the path. Let me see. When
Yeah.
I will come out, I will open up. Actually, I will say I'm not having stage fear. I'm a lecturer earlier actually to the diploma college, but unfortunately now actually when I'm going to the stage, everything is in mind. I wanted to tell. It was a fantastic sharing if at all I'm telling, but I will swallow and I will keep quiet. So this is one weakness I have right now.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm not working on that. It will come. Whenever it will come, I will open up.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you very much. It was a fantastic, Madam Deepa, Madam.
Thank you.
Actually, whenever you are sharing, it is like a vibration. It is coming to me personally.
Yeah.
And it was a fantastic moment.
Thank
Beautiful.
you. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
So here, why people are not sharing, why they are not ready to share, that is because of the shame, guilt, or fear. Right? Yes. Earlier, we had this joint family or extended family members who used to help us. That family was, it was a circle of advisory, it was a circle of wisdom, it was a circle of compassion. Nowadays, we are missing all of these because we have these nuclear families right now. True. Right? So what we should do now? What these nuclear families should do to have this kind of all these circles, wisdom, compassion, all these advisory circle? We have to have a community, right? In our area, we have to look for a different types of communities where we can go share our suffering. We can find a solutions there. And please remember, we have to share it with the right person at the right time. Then only it helps us to come out of that particular suffering. Right person, right time is also very, very important to reduce the damage. Right? Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you, anybody else would like to share? We are running out of time. We've crossed. It's 7:40. Okay, then. Okay, if nobody is there, yeah.
Deepa ma'am, I think nobody has raised the hands anymore, so we can close the session for
Yes,
tonight.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sure, sir. Yeah. So, masters, thank you all for joining in. And tomorrow we will continue with the Yashodhara story again. Please don't miss that part of story. Please be with us. Thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you. Thank you all.
Yeah, thank you all masters, and have a good night and have a good day, and see you all tomorrow. And we'll go through the beautiful meditation class, beautiful class with the continuation of the Yashodhara story. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you, Deepa ma'am, and thank you, Lakshmi ma'am, and everyone. Thank you, Chandramurali sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, have a good night and have a good day. See you all.
Thank you.